2 years ago, I made the decision to switch to a split keyboard. I was getting fed up with sitting like a gremlin all day and typing like this. This is what my keyboard setup looks like now, and my typing speed has more than doubled. So let's talk about split keyboards and my 2-year review. Here's why I switched. I'm someone that spends a lot of time at my desk, around 10 hours a day during the week. And I would always end the day feeling tight and feeling sore. And I never really knew why until I looked at my typing posture, which was this: hunched forward, shoulders rounded, wrists twisted, and I had the ergonomic desk set up, a sit-to-stand desk. I had the monitors elevated. I had pretty much everything ergonomic that I could think of, but I was still sitting like this in terrible posture. And when I looked at the videos of me sitting like this and typing, I realized it was pretty much inevitable to sit like this with a regular keyboard. It wasn't built for you to sit ergonomically. Over time, this leads to rounded shoulders, your wrist twists, which can lead to wrist pain, carpal tunnel syndrome, and you end the day feeling tight, sore, and having pain. A split keyboard can actually help with this. By splitting the keyboards and separating them out, you're allowing yourself to go from this rounded forward position to this open, more neutral ergonomic position. Your shoulders can be aligned with your arms, your wrists can be sitting flat, and everything can be at 90 degrees. And so this not only helps with wrist pain and shoulder pain, but it also helps with neck and back pain because you're not sitting rounding forward all day at a keyboard. Not to mention the fact that it helps correct your typing posture. And I don't just mean your physical posture of rounding forward, because it does help with that, but I mean in the sense that all the keys that you're meant to hit with your right fingers are on the right side of the keyboard, and all the keys that you're meant to hit with your left fingers are on the left side of your keyboard. So it essentially forces you to learn to type properly, or to have correct typing posture. Now let's talk about the switch itself. Before I switched to a split keyboard, I was a 2-finger typer, and I typed at around 40 to 50 words per minute, which is pretty bad. And when I first got it, I had to essentially relearn how to type, and it took me a couple weeks to learn how to do this. But 2 weeks in, my proper typing posture had already matched the speed of my 2-finger typing. And within 3 weeks, my typing speed was starting to surpass my 2-finger typing speed, which is not a surprise. But around a month in, my typing speed had more than doubled. I'd gone from 40 to 50 words per minute to around 80 to 90 words per minute. And I now sit around 90 to 100 words per minute. So within a month, my typing speed had essentially doubled, and I was only putting in 20 to 30 minutes a day of practicing. The rest of the time, I was just using my keyboard as usual. When you're learning to type properly, but you're still spending the rest of the day at your desk, you're gonna be essentially practicing all day. And I'm still basically practicing all day because I type properly because the keyboard is separated. I'm using all my fingers to type and looking at the screen when I type. You can't really look at the keyboard type when it's split. Your typing speed is going to significantly increase as a result of this. Now you might think, oh, that's so much work to have to relearn to type and to learn to type properly, but let's do some basic math. If it takes 30 minutes a day for 3 weeks to learn to type properly, that's around 10.5 hours. If your average workday is around 8 hours, and you're typing like this with your 2 fingers at 40 to 50 words per minute, if you can spend 3 weeks or 10.5 hours to double that speed, that is the most worthwhile investment you can make with your time. You're going to benefit every day for the rest of your life putting these 10.5 hours or these 3 weeks in. Is it going to be difficult? Well, if it is, it's worth your while, and I can guarantee that. What has actually changed for me since I made the switch? Well, as I mentioned, for one, my typing speed has gone from 40 to 50 words per minute to around 90 to 100 words per minute, so it's more than doubled, which in turn has made me more productive, as I'm able to better articulate my thoughts from my brain onto the page. We think at around 200 to 400 words per minute. But if you're only typing at 40 to 50 words per minute, you're only getting around 1/4 of your thoughts articulated onto the page. Inevitably, you're going to get jumbled up and lose thoughts in the process. But by increasing your typing speed, you're able to better articulate your thoughts onto paper, which allows you to think more clearly and work through ideas better. And you'll find it's massively beneficial for your productivity. In addition, my typing posture and my physical posture while at my desk have both significantly improved, and I don't end the day feeling so sore and tight in my shoulders and wrists anymore. Now let's talk about the downsides. Number one, there's few wires, and there's not a lot of good wireless options. So you have to have at least this one wire connecting the 2 split keyboards together, unless you want to shell out like $400 or $500 for one of the super high-end models. And with the wires and the splitness, it makes it a little bit less portable than maybe other keyboards would be. So keep that in mind. Second, there's not really a lot of cheap options. It can be a little bit more expensive than your regular cheap keyboards. The one I have was around $100, and they actually don't sell the one I have anymore, but I'll link an equivalent one in the description below on Amazon if you want to get one for yourself. Lastly, they're going to look a little suspicious on your desk. People are going to notice that you have a keyboard split in half. They're going to ask you questions, especially in public, so just be aware of that. If you enjoyed this video, I also made a video about how I decluttered my life in one day. You can click here to check that out. Or you can click here to watch a video about 15 habits I do that made my life so fun that I don't have time to scroll anymore. So, thanks for watching, and peace.